I was in university and my friend said, you know, you should do a pageant. And I was like, are you serious? I was like, and I didn't wear makeup then, really. So my friend was saying, you should do a pageant. And I thought, no, like, I don't know pageants. I only know Miss Congeniality. And I don't like it. I don't like how that looks. So she was like, no. She's like, you're a smart woman. Use the system. And I thought, what does she mean by that? She's like, use the system in a way to bring awareness and funds to all the charities that you work for. Do it for a different reason. Do it for a reason other people aren't, doing it for. And I thought, you know what, that's actually brilliant. That's a brilliant way to use something and get attention and exposure for these charities that I work for. So I ended up competing in my first pageant in 2010 when I was 20 years old, and it was definitely a different world. It's very judgmental, and it is scary because being in something like that, being on stage, you're being someone else's idea of what is perfect. So joining it, I knew I was going to have to handle a lot, stereotypes and everything like that. I thought I was doing a great thing because I was the only First Nations woman in this competition, but right away, as soon as I got to Toronto for this competition, the media decided it would be funny to make some racist comments, some rude, stereotypical comments. They said, what is she gonna do for her talent? Sign a welfare check with her toes or chug Lysol? And that was the first thing I experienced as soon as I got there. And then people didn't expect me to be there. Even the women that were competing, they thought, what the hell is she doing here? Because they're not used to seeing a Native woman in the spotlight doing things like that. And when I was there, I did not blend in with everyone else. I wore First Nations designer clothes. I wore buckskin. Everything I wore was basically telling everyone she's Native and she's proud of it, which I am. So why would I hide that? And I thought as soon as I read those articles that actual journalists wrote, which is ridiculous, I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to do the best that I can. I'm going to represent my people the best way that I can. I'm going to do it in a proper way, and they're just going to have to deal with it. They're going to have to deal with me.